Grateful day. We're on live once again with Janae Hudson and the Faith Forward Fearlessly podcast. Thanks for joining. Today, we're going to get right into things, and we're actually going to speak about morals and accountability, ethical leadership in entrepreneurship. Perfect topic, right? Let's get started. Ethical leadership in entrepreneurship is crucial for the long-term success of sustainability of a business. Those who prioritize morals and accountability not only build trust with their clients, but they also contribute to the positive organizational culture and just a better society. Here are some key principles, as I usually give you, and tips and examples to guide you with just incorporating ethical leadership into your ventures. Number one, define clear ethical guidelines. A tip for that is establishing a set of clear ethical guidelines, which is the foundation of ethical leadership altogether. Clearly outline the values of principles that your company stands for, ensuring that you just align with the social what would you call it? Just the social norms of those expectations. This provides a framework for decision making. It sets the tone for the entire organization when you do this. An example of that is, imagine you're standing online, a homemade jewelry business, and your ethical guidelines could include a commitment to using ethically sourced materials. So ensuring fair, just that compensation for craftsmen and just minimizing environmental impact would really help with that. So by clearly stating these principles, you set expectations for everyone involved. Everyone in your business, that's your customers, your actual employees, if you have some, and just, again, for yourself. Suppliers, everyone. So let's just say you discover a potential supplier who offers materials at a significantly, that's a tongue twister, lower cost. But there are some concerns about the labor practices, in their production. Well, your ethical guideline, socially, responsibly, suppliers, even if it means higher material cost. This decision aligns your established ethical guidelines and it just communicates that commitment to the values that can resonate with the, customer and the actual employees. Number two, lead by example. A tip for that is you must embody the ethical principles expected from your team. Leading by example sets that standard for behavior within the organization, and it fosters a sense of strong, just that trust among employees. So also with the customers and even your stakeholders. So consistency in action reinforces the commitment to ethical values. An example of this is Elon Musk. We probably will hear a lot about him because he's doing big things. So I commend him. So Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla, he's known for his commitment to environmental sustainability for the most part. His invents is renewable energy and electric vehicles. It just showcases how a leader's values drive ethical business practices. So that's a good, thing to have about yourself and your morals. Number 3, foster a culture of accountability. A tip: building a culture of accountability ensures the ethical guidelines are not just words on paper, but ingrained in a company's DNA. We've all heard of, if it's not written down, it didn't happen. So it's just really good to have that written down for your journey, your business, or whatever you have going on. So encourage open communication, and where employees feel comfortable expressing concerns about ethical issues, that would help with this. So implement mechanisms for reporting unethical behavior. Ensure that there are just certain consequences for violating ethical standards. So if they violate a standard and they're being unethical, they should be held accountable. An example is Starbucks. We all like a good cup of coffee. So Starbucks has implemented a comprehensive ethics, and it is actually a program, a compliance program, I guess you could call it, that includes an anonymous reporting system. This encourages employees to raise concerns without fear of retaliation, because no one wants that. So promoting a culture of accountability is what that does. Number 4, social responsibility integration. The tip for that is you can demonstrate ethical leadership by integrating social responsibility into your business models. That's a great thing to have. This involves considering the impact of a business and the activities onto the actual community, the environment, and just society at large. An example of this is The Body Shop. I know you all have heard of The Body Shop. So it's a cosmetics and skincare company. It's committed to cruelty-free products and fair trade practices for the most part. Therefore, their focus is on social responsibility. Not only does it attract, socially conscious or cautious people and consumers, but it also sets an industry just standard for the ethical practices. Number 5, transparency in decision making. Here's the tip: communicate openly and honestly about business decisions, especially those with ethical implications. Transparency builds trust and credibility. So demonstrating a commitment and accountability is a very wise thing to do. Just share the information about, supply chains within your business, sourcing practices, and any just potential conflicts of interest that may arise. It's very helpful for everyone. An example is Ben & Jerry's. Who don't like ice cream? It's actually cold here in Michigan, but I still like me some ice cream. So Ben & Jerry's, an ice cream company, is transparent about its sourcing of fair trade ingredients. A commitment, it helps with their commitment to their social justice. So this transparency not only strengthens the brand itself of ice cream, but it also fosters just a certain transparency and trust among consumers altogether who buy their products. Number 6, Continuous learning and adaptation. Tip: ethical leadership requires commitment to continuous learning and adaptation. Stay informed about emerging ethical issues in your industry, and be willing to adjust your business practices accordingly. This proactive approach helps businesses just stay to a potential ethical challenges that may arise for the most part. So an example of this is, suppose you run a small software development startup company, and the initial ethical guidelines include just that commitment to the user, the privacy, and their data, their data security for the most part. What you should do is, as your business grows, you learn about emerging concerns, right? Related to that actual data, like data breaches. There's so many things going on that are just crooked out here. Unfortunately, within my businesses, I've been a part of some where people have come and tried to get at certain things of privacy in my business. So I had to kind of shut it down. But just having that just talking about the related concerns initially helped so that people couldn't come in and do those cyber attacks, within the business. And unfortunately, it had to happen to be with the financial side of the business. So definitely don't want that. So that just helps with just the breaches and the cyber threats from the start within your business and within your company. You want it to always run smoothly. So it's just a good idea to put those steps in process, and it shows great integrity and things with yourself, because you want your employees, as well as your customers who are coming to purchase from your sites, to have a smooth, transaction and process while they're supporting you or just purchasing what they like, which is what you're selling, business, products or services. So it's a great thing to have that. Therefore, in conclusion of today and being on this podcast called, again, Faith Forward Fearlessly, ethical leadership in entrepreneurship is a dynamic and ongoing process altogether. I hope these steps and examples have helped you and will help you along your journey and within your businesses. Keep in mind, by establishing clear ethical guidelines, leading by example, that's huge. Fostering a culture of accountability, that's huge as well. And just integrating social responsibility, promoting transparency, and embracing continuous learning, you can build businesses not only to thrive financially, but also to just contribute positively in the society altogether. So these examples provided, they demonstrated that ethical leadership is not only the right thing to do, but it can also be a powerful driver within your own success, with the success of your business and the success of you personally. So for those who are out there being competitive, it's just going to help you to be competitive and to stay competitive and successful within your overall journey. I'm Janae Hudson. Thanks for joining the Faith Forward Fearlessly podcast. Again, today, 6 p.m. Eastern. It's Friday. They're always on Friday at 6 p.m. And I hope you can join me again very soon. If you've missed anything, go back and check out some of the tips and the examples. You'll find them very helpful. Have a very blessed, productive, and prosperous day and new year on purpose. Bye.